Okay, we are doing a recap from the DC Planner Journal Con. As you can see here, the Someday Society had their car packed up to the max with things to sell. We were here in room 146 at the Walter E. Washington Convention Center in Washington, D.C. Set up on day one, which was Friday, was early, which I really liked because we didn't have to rush to set up. We were able to go in at 7:30, and you could see the vendors are super excited. We were able to go in at 7:30 to set up, and we had plenty of time because I think they were opening for the guests at 10:30. Here you can see people already in line for the Planner Journal Con. The excitement was in the air. You could hear everybody chatting and laughing and talking about it. Our setup was nice. It was in the corner. It was very bright. There was a lot of space, and the event organizer was very accommodating. Like if you needed another table or chairs, they were really helpful. We sold our grab bags, journal zines, blind date with a book. So probably the blind date with a book was the most popular item. We did a make and take, but it didn't really do very well, I think because everybody had their own supplies. As you can see here, we gave away our bag with a $50 purchase, and we had a lovely model for this giveaway for the convention. And you could see some of our new planner journal friends modeling the bag that they got with their $50 purchase. And really, I'm not even lying, it was like making friends. So easy to get along with everybody. Here we are behind the scenes. You can see we added a little pink flourish to our table for the theme of the convention. And we also had time to have tacos on Friday, which was exciting. And really, they tried to tell me, and they said to prepare for day two of the conference because it was going to be a party. But honestly, I did not prepare. And wait till you see what happens. Day two, we do not pass go. We do not collect $200. We are immediately in the party zone. The DJ is pumping some heavy duty dance tunes, and people are into it. They're dancing, they're singing, they're clapping. It's really an incredible feeling. The vibe in the room was just like immaculate. They had cosplayers there dressed as Prince and George Clinton. They were awesome. The giant beach balls came out. People were tossing them around. The giveaways and drops were incredible. The amount of swag that people got from the conference, and even the vendors got swag too, was incredible. This was really like a once in a lifetime experience, and I hope to experience it every year going forward. We did start out day two with a little mimosa, and I'm glad that we did because we were ready for the party. And this is where I tell you that I don't have any additional photos or video of the con because we were so busy. I just didn't get any more. And I'm sad about it. We were talking about next year just going as participants in the convention, but I think, we really want to vend again. But because I didn't get any additional video, and I really wish that I had vlogged or at least taken a little more video, I will go through my journal ephemera and how I journaled the con. So I hope you stay tuned, and if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. This will just be like a chatty check out my journal, how I journaled from the con, what I've got going on currently. So this is a trifold Jenny Bick journal that I got while I was in Washington, D.C. I have it set up with a couple of notebooks. First is the Traveler's Notebook Planner, monthly planner, and then my Someday Society journal, which is my everyday journal. And at the end, I just have an extra little compartment to put in extra papers and whatnot. This is my journal prior to putting my pen down and my pictures in. So I just wanted to show you how it looks with all of the items and stickers that I'll be putting in. These were stickers that I got at the conference, and also the ones that we made from the Someday Society. These are part of the vendor passport, which I cut up and put in. I think the vendor passport was really interesting because the participants could go to each of the vendor stands and get their passport stamped, and then they were able to turn that in at the end in order to win a prize. And I think they said that the winner of the prize had actually like 32 stamps or something like that, which I think is amazing because that person must have visited like all of the vendors. And we had a stamp made specifically for the Planner Journal Con. And I like to have a stamp made for the events that we go to because I think it's fun for people to be able to stamp their journals. And so it's kind of like a nice little memento of where you were and who you saw. And you can see I'm sticking down this DC Planner Journal Con badge that I cut out of the vendor passport. And what's really cool about this is that the owner of the convention, she allows you to use her DC Planner Journal Con signage. She doesn't have it trademarked, anybody can use it. She just requests that you give her a copy of whatever you make with her signage. And of course, we did that. I think that this is really awesome because sometimes, people are very particular about you using their signage. And so for her to just grant access to use it, I think is really giving. And that sort of just is like the feeling of the con. People are very giving, they're very outgoing, sharing knowledge, sharing supplies. Everybody had a smile on their face. It really was a great environment. And the sticker sheet that I made is a cut, like a cut sheet. So basically, you just have to fussy cut out the stickers that you want. And I kind of like that because I like to use the time to cut up my stickers as like a little bit of silent meditation. I did put some pen down on the first day page and some stickers that we had bought there. So I'm going to go through and get all that filled in. I put a map, some of the ephemera that we got in DC, and you'll see how it all comes together here shortly. Okay, as you can see here, I've got my pen down, I've got the stickers down. This is our pre-leave day. I worked for the day and then we left the Northeast Pennsylvania area at about 5:30 to travel down to DC. The traffic was not too bad, which I'm thankful for because the Washington DC traffic is notoriously bad. You can see all of the stickers I collected, both from the Planner Con and also from around the city. I put on this, I guess, like title page. These are all stickers that I bought from other vendors at the convention, and I'm really excited to put those down. This was my packing list, and the T-Rex was our neighbor at the convention. I bought some stickers off of her, and the T-Rex is for Wolfie. And then, of course, you see the Planner Journal Con zine that we created. I have 2 stickers on the front, well, 3 actually, that are from other vendors at the con. And then you can see I put like a little outline of Washington, D.C. down in the right corner there. I filled out the things that I liked most about the conference. And then I just put down on the left hand side, there are some notes for next year. I believe she said that the theme next year is going to be denim, which I think is super cool because there are so many ladies down there who are wearing their denim jackets that are completely decked out with patches for DC Planner Journal Con and also like other cool patches. And I just love the look of it. So for the memory that I wanted to put in was the beach balls because I've literally never seen anything like that. And I just thought that it was so fun and wild. And this is like a planner and journal conference. So, I mean, a lot of people would think, oh, planner journal conference, like snore. But that is not the case at all. This was literally a dance party. I made some notes here about what sold well for us and then what didn't sell well for us so that we can remember when we go back next year. And then here is our conference day one. This is one of the stickers from our sticker sheet, and I just put me and Nikki and my picture in there. So we were like a fresh faced and ready to go. This is another sheet from the vendor passport, and I just tipped it into my journal and did some journaling on it. This I'm a whole blessing sticker was also from another vendor at the con, and the loyalty bookshop was there and they had a lot of great items. I put in a little journaling card there with some information, and this sticker is also from our sheet, and I just cut out like mini pictures to put in each of the areas so that it looked like a little photo strip. The pin The pin backing is also from another vendor, and so is the worm sticker. This is day 2. Nikki and I started out with a mimosa, as I mentioned before, and we had salads for lunch. As you can, we had a unique portrait of us drawn by a fellow vendor, and we also included our first time vendor pins, which I thought was really cool. These are additional items from day 2, just different stickers I found around, stickers from our own zine, and from our sticker sheet. This is some of the vendors that I bought merchandise off of. I tried to include their cards if I got them, or their stickers. And I mean, there was just so much unique and cool stuff that I probably could have spent like all of my money. On this page, it's just different ephemera that we got locally from our salad. And then our girls wanted to try Raising Canes, which we had never tried before. After the con wrapped up, we stayed on Sunday to sort of go to a couple stationery shops around town, and also to Planet Word, which was a museum in downtown DC. Planet Word was really cool. I would highly recommend it. We went to Penny Post, which is actually in Virginia, so this is a little bit out of order. And now I'm showing you the pictures that we had from Planet Word and the I Survived DC um, badge. This picture at Planet Word, it would give you a word and you were supposed to act it out, and then it would take your picture. So I thought that this was so funny and wanted to include it as a tip in the journal. If you are looking for a museum to go to in Washington, D.C., I would, in fact, highly recommend it. I put some tip-ins on this page, which I really liked. We also went to Jenny Bick, which was downtown, and I got this journal that I'm working out of today. So I'm excited for that. And then for the last page, I put in the map of DC with an I Love DC paper that I got on a stuffed animal that I bought from my kiddo. You can see I just put some stickers on there. I was hoping that we would get to see the cherry blossoms, but from what I understand, they bloomed pretty early this year, so we did not get to see them. But we did drive around the National Mall and saw some of the sites while we were on our way to Virginia. In the Planet Word Museum, you could get a poem printed for yourself, and I got this poem called The Tiger, which is a poem that I really do enjoy and have forever. So that's it. That wraps up our trip. This was an incredible opportunity. We had such a great time. I really cannot tell you enough that if you get the opportunity to attend this con, do it.